This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so team, yesterday we discussed, right? So we have uh, in Azure we have three models: Azure SQLDB, Managed Instance, and IaaS model. So these three models we have. So cost-wise, Azure SQLDB is cheaper comparatively Managed Instance and IaaS model. So here, if I talk like, so how much cheaper Azure SQLDB? So see, it's based on the pricing type. Okay. So starting with the cost of like less than $5. Okay. So it starts with less than $5 basic pricing type. Basic it supports 2 GB database. More than 2 GB you cannot accommodate in basic. Huh? Let me show you again. So here in the server, see server is a dummy. Okay. See, I have a Azure SQL server here, right? See, this is Azure SQL server. If I don't create any databases, user databases, huh? If I don't create any user databases, Microsoft, they don't charge us any amount for the server. You got it? So if we don't create any database, so here servers are free. Okay, servers, they don't charge us. If you start creating a database, then charge starts. That is only for Azure SQL DB model. But managed instance, IaaS model, and on-premise, they charge for the instance, not for the databases. Okay, because see in Azure SQL DB, database level only we will provide the hardware. Okay, so database level only we will provide the hardware. But managed instance, IaaS and on-premise, we will provide the hardware at the instance level. Okay, so let me show you clearly. This is very important while designing your database models. This is very important team. So yeah, see here, I want to create a server. What server? Azure SQL server. See here, creating a server, create. See, when we are creating server, see where it is asking number of CPUs, memory and IO. Nowhere it is asking. See, networking side, nothing. Security. See, nowhere it is asking CPU and memory. Huh? If they are not asking CPU and memory, obviously no charge for the server. Okay, see, no charge for the server team. See, nowhere it is asking. Just give the server name, just give the username, password, and create it. Hmm? But the team, when you start creating a database, then charge starts. How much they charge us? So it all depend on the pricing type. If you the database, if you keep it here, so it starts with $5 less than. So it's standard type more than $10. Okay, so like that we have a pricing types. Huh? So what is the difference between D2 model and vCore model? We will discuss. Don't worry. Huh? Let me repeat it. Let me repeat what we discussed yesterday. After that, we will discuss about these two models, D2 model and vCore model. Okay. So yeah, see, when we create a managed instance, let me try to create a managed instance here. Somewhere managed instance here it is not showing, right? Shortcut. So you can search it. So managed instance. Okay. See, SQL managed instances. I'm creating what? I'm creating a server. What server? Managed instance server. Okay. See here, while creating managed instance, see, it will ask you the hardware. Huh? How many CPUs, how much RAM, it will ask you. That is server level, it is asking. That means, so they charge a server level team. Okay, we have to pay amount to the server, not for the databases. But in Azure SQL DB, databases, you have to pay the amount. See, the screen came right. See here, see it is asking CPUs. Where? While creating server itself, it is asking, hey man, this server, how many CPUs if you want to give, you can give here. Later, you can create any number of databases. All databases will share this common hardware. Okay, but Azure SQL DB, it's not like that. Okay, database level, we have to provide the hardware. Got it in? So this is managed instance. Even IaaS model also. IaaS is nothing but virtual machine. Huh? So virtual machine, see, while creating virtual machine itself, you have to give the CPU and memory. See here, in sizes, see, 4 CPUs, 16 CPUs, 64 GB RAM. See, so what I'm saying to him, on-premise, IaaS, managed instance, these three are the instance scoped. Okay, instance level only Microsoft they charge us. So instance level they are giving the hardware. Same team cross queries and all work in managed instance, IaaS model and managed instance. These three models cross queries works teams. Cross queries will work team. Okay, so here see, it's a database level. So database level means contained databases. There is no relation between the databases. There is no relation among the databases. Okay, you cannot retrieve the data from one database to another database. That we have seen yesterday. Yes or no? That we have seen yesterday team. Huh? Yeah. So okay, if you don't have cross queries, happily you can migrate to Azure SQL DB. If you have cross queries team, go to managed instance, the next model. Huh? So even managed instance also, some of application doesn't work. Which applications doesn't work? Maybe the database sizes. See, Azure SQL DB, it supports 100 terabyte. Each database you can keep 100 terabyte. But in managed instance level size itself 16 TB. You cannot keep more than, I mean, all database sizes should not exceed the 16 terabyte in managed instance. Okay, there is a size limitation in managed instance. Suppose you are migrating your on-premise SQL server, but if I add all database sizes together, if it is 16 terabyte more than, I cannot go to managed instance. You need to go to IaaS model only. And managed instance, like it's a pass model. Pass model means what? It always maintain the highest version. Suppose legacy application also not possible to keep managed instance. Legacy application means that application, okay, only work in so and so version. But managed instance having highest latest version always. Today is one version, tomorrow maybe different version. They upgrade automatically. They don't inform. Okay. So without informing, they upgrade itself without taking downtime. So that's a managed instance. That's a pass model actually. Huh? Yeah. So next IaaS model. So if it is not possible to keep in any one of about two models, last option is IaaS model. Okay, these three models are the Azure models. Okay, so your company's databases you can keep any one of the model, but you try, okay, to save the cost. First Azure SQL DB is preference, next managed instance, next IaaS model. Okay, team. So in Azure SQL DB, how much cost? Somebody ask you. It all depend pricing type, right? See, on-premise, how much cost? It all depend on bus, like how many CPUs you give, how much RAM you give. That depend on the cost, right? Obviously. Here also it all depend on the hardware. Even managed instance also it's all depend on the hardware. Minimum price we can tell. See here managed instance minimum price maybe how much? So I have to convert it to dollars, right? So here it will show, okay, manage instance how much cost. See here, so manage instance here it is. See minimum cost how much we can pay. See here 4 CPUs minimum we can give. See how much cost. This is in Indian rupees it is showing. Okay, so 70 rupees equals to $1. Uh, so uh, so how much here? 40,000 around. Okay, so 40,000 by 70, 70 or 80 rupees. So almost 550, I mean $571 almost. Okay. Yeah. So that's, see, business critical more expensive. Business critical means high speed. Okay. See, high speed drives. Here low speed drives. Okay. So non-production general purpose, production business critical, high speed. So like that price vary. See here more price. Huh? So business critical expensive. We'll discuss while creating the servers and databases. So let's discuss about Azure SQL DB now. Okay. So Azure SQL DB team, we don't have direct CPUs like that. See, uh, team in on-premise, what you are giving? CPUs and RAM separate you are giving. IaaS model also we are giving CPUs and memory. Huh? Manager instance also we are giving and CPU and memory. But Azure SQL DB, we are also giving CPUs, memory and all separate. But we are also providing the DTUs also. DTU is a new term, data transaction unit. Huh? Why DTU model we have? You can directly assign CPUs now. Huh? See, I have a database. Okay. So what database? Azure SQL database. Let me open. So this is a Azure SQL DB first model. Huh? You can directly keep in vCore model, na? Like on-premise, like IaaS, like managed instance. You can keep directly vCore model. See, if you keep directly in vCore model, general purpose. If you keep directly in this model, see what is the problem? See, you have to give minimum two CPUs. So one thing like Arfat, how much experience do you have? Because based on that, so I will make my, whether I'm going fast or not, I wanted to know. Okay. So if it is slow, I can make it fast little. Okay. So I can't hear you. That's fine. So team, see, if you give direct CPUs, what is the problem, team? See, this much amount you have to pay, 18,000. Huh? So this much amount you have to pay. See, CPU model is expensive here. Expensive, how I gonna say? Two CPUs. See, for my small database, huh? See, you have to understand, Tim, this is very important. Okay. See, my database is less than 2 GB. For less than 2 GB database, why I need two CPUs? I don't need it all. Because this is a pass model, right? Pass model means you don't have any operating system here. If you have a operating system, definitely you have to give more than 8 CPUs and all. Otherwise, operating system doesn't work, right? But here Azure SQL DB, that's a pass model. You are not running any Windows. Why you need two CPUs for 2 GB? It's not required. It's not required, team, really. So I need only half CPU. Half CPU, how are you going to give in vCore model? I cannot give. That's why D2 model is introduced. Okay. So team, that's why D2 model is introduced, team. Huh? Remember. So see, in D2 model, it is how much? See, this much amount we have to pay, right? 18,000. Okay, 18,000 we have to pay. See, same if I keep it in D2 model, basic. See, only 416 rupees. Okay, for 2 GB databases, this is enough. Okay, for 2 GB databases, this is enough. Arafat, I'm getting my voice back. Okay, I'm getting echo. Can you mute yourself? Yeah, thank you. So that's the thing. So for small size databases, Microsoft introduced this DTU model. Okay, so Microsoft introduced this DTU model because of small size. So you can start with the minimum DTU stream. See what I am saying? DTU is nothing but data transaction unit, CPU, memory, IO blended together. We are calling it as a DTU. Huh? So individual, we are calling it as a vCore model. So DTU model are three types. vCore model are three types. Okay, basic it supports 2 GB database and 7 days backup. I told you right yesterday, backups maintained by Microsoft here. We don't need to take any backup, full backup, differential backup, log backup. You don't need to. They only take care. How many days retention? 7 days. Standard time, 7 days. Premium, 35 days. Why premium so special? Premium is special because high speed. They are giving high speed drives. See, non-production, you may need some slow drives. That's fine. but production we need high speed drives. CPU or memory are fine, but I want more speed of IO, input output per second, more than 5000 input output per second, but other 500 input output per second. So that's why team. So premium, here in premium in vCore model business critical are expensive comparatively because high speed drives, they are giving high speed. The drive speed is more. Okay. So vCore model also three types: general purpose, hyperscale, business critical. General purpose, maximum size you can keep 4 TB, 7 days. Hyperscale, 100 terabyte you can keep 7 days. Business critical, 4 terabyte, 35 days maximum. See, more than 4 TB databases, you need to keep in hyperscale only team. Okay. You need to keep it in hyperscale only. So like that, we have a DTU model and a vCore model we have to in real time. Any questions? Hmm? Any questions, Steve? No questions? Okay. So team, it all did see team. So you can keep any pricing tag in real time. You can keep any pricing tag team later based on the graph. You can adjust it team. Okay. Suppose team, this is the database. Let me run some query on this database. Okay. So let me refresh here. So we have this database, right? Let me run some query here. Okay. So make some load on this database. How to make load on this database? So let me create a table. Okay, let me insert some data. Okay, see what I am doing. Same rows again I am inserting so that the table become big, and also see the graph, it hits thing. Hmm? Let me go back. This is the database. Okay, so what is the size of database team? See, the size of the database currently is 32 MB allocated space. Okay, 27 is a allocate, I mean, so completely filled space. 1.97 GB is a remaining space, I mean. Okay, so 32 minus 27 is a free space within the database. 2 GB is a kind of a disk space. It can grow up to 2 GB. Look at him. So like this, we have a space details. It will grow it in. So we are inserting some data, right? So it will grow. See, 32 MB, right? So it will increase it. Just go back and open it again. It automatically refreshed. 32, right? Previously. See, now 48 MB. Okay, because we are inserting some data, right? See the graph also. Huh? Graph, it is showing 0%, right? So from yesterday I have created this database. Huh? So since yesterday there is no load. Okay, so we started just now only, right? The load. So let me run some one more query on the same database. Let me run. I mean, more load I am imposing, or just run this query. One more insert. See now, more load on the database. Let's go back, open it again. See monitoring. See it is hitting 100%. Why 100%? See, we have given only basic. Basic means 5 DTUs. How much? 5 DTUs. 5 DTUs is nothing but 100 DTUs equals to 1 CPU team. If I compare with CPUs, see here. So 5 DTUs. 5 DTUs. 5 DTUs means it's a CPU, memory, IO. Blended together, we are calling it as 5 DTUs. But exactly if I compare with CPUs, 100 CPUs equal, sorry, 100 DTUs equals to 1 CPU. See, a fraction of CPU only we assign to this database. That's why even small query also it is hitting 100%. Okay. So that's why team, like it depend on your database size, depend on like how much the graph it is showing. Based on that you can adjust. See basic, like it is hitting 90% more than always. What you can do, go for standard next pricing tier. Next pricing tier. Okay. Yeah. So suppose like one plate of meal is not sufficient to you, go for two plates. Yes or no? Something kind of. Huh? So here 10 DTUs. 10 DTUs cost, you have to pay this much. Okay. See, for 10 DTUs, they are giving more space also. See, 250. This is S0. S0 means 10 DTUs. See, S0. S0, 10 DTUs. Even 10 DTUs also not sufficient. See, you can increase it. Just 20 DTUs. See, 20 DTUs. Here we are calling it as a S1. So like that, based on the graph, based on the load, based on the size, you can keep right pricing tier in real time. Huh? You have to monitor this. You have to monitor this database system and keep in the right pricing tier team so that you can save the money. Okay, you can save the money team. Huh? So let me show you one real time team. Okay, to open this Excel, it would take some time team. Let it be. So meanwhile, hmm, any questions do you guys having? Any questions, team? We have a DT model. Suppose in interviews, somebody asks you like why DT model? So DT model we have because of to reduce the cost for small size databases. Okay, I recommend you less than 1 TB, keep it in DT model. More than 1 TB, keep it in vCore model. Okay, I will prove it. Okay, so vCore model also best team when the database size is more. How you are saying, you can ask that question also. I will prove it, not today. I will prove it. Just we started basics. Okay. Yeah. So team, here I want to show something. See team, somebody, this is the database, somebody kept in S6. S6 means some so and so details. S6 pricing is $420. Okay. So S6 pricing tier is $420. Can you see here? Somebody kept in S6 team. See the utilization. Utilization not even 1%. That means somebody gave the excessive resources unnecessarily. They gave a lot of resources unnecessarily. See, you can eat only small quantity. Okay, you can eat only small quantity. If I give you a family pack, can you able to eat? No, you can't eat a family pack. Family pack is for 4 people. You can't eat. But if I give you family pack, what you will do? You will eat and remaining food will be wasted. Yes or no? But you have to pay for family pack, expensive that is. Right? More people. See here also. You are paying unnecessarily for $20. See the graph utilization. What you can do, such kind of scenarios, what you can do? Reduce, man. Reduce the DTUs count. Say, I proposed S2 to keep so that we can save 368 US dollars per month. You can save. Same for other databases. Say this database also. Say not even less than say not even 2% less than 10 as an average. Okay. So what is your role? Being a cloud DBA, you should monitor the database performances always and keep the right pricing tag. Then you can save the money. Saving the cost is also your responsibility in cloud environments. Okay, always keep monitoring the database utilizations. Okay, sir. Yeah. See, I will tell you another example. This is very interesting example. Let's see who will tell. See, team, I have a database. Okay, I have a database. My database graph utilization 50% daytime. Okay, daytime 50% and nighttime only 1%. What you can do in this case? Huh? See, daytime you can give more hardware, nighttime you can give less hardware. Na? That way you can save the money. This is one example. Okay, see, you can automate that also. Cost saving. See, here one of the documents. See what? So daily 9 a.m. business starts at 9 a.m. You can scale up the DB. 9 p.m. nobody will connect to the database. You can scale down the database. Reduce the hardware. See, so through SQL CMD, we are providing username, password, and inside you can give that script. See, daytime we are keeping in S12, nighttime we are keeping in S1. Okay, S2 means so and so number of DTUs team. You can check in the portal, or you can check in the calculator. Azure pricing calculator. See here. See, so Azure SQL database. So what is this pricing calculator thing? Huh? You can see all the costs, application costs, database costs, how much and all you can see it. See, in Azure SQLDBA, how many models? DTU model and vCore model. See, DTU how much? DTU cost, basic, $5. Okay, $5. So standard tier, right? Next standard tier. Standard tier, S0, $14. See, S0, 10, 20, 50, 100, 20. No? So, yeah. vCore model. Huh? vCore model. vCore model starting price, 2 vCores. See, this is the amount. Okay, you can check the prices here. In the if you don't have portal, that's fine. You can check in this calculator, pricing calculator. Okay, yeah. So this is one of the example team. You can save the cost like this. Huh? So see, when you are scaling up and scaling down, you don't need to take any downtime. On the fly, you can change. Okay, your application doesn't face any downtime team. Huh? Another example, suppose team, I have a deployment at 9 p.m. Assume I have a deployment at 9 p.m. today. Huh? So what I can do, huh? So before 9 p.m. I will give more hardware team. I will assign more hardware so that my deployment become faster. See, deployment it is suppose deployment is taking 30 minutes in normal. I mean current hardware it is taking how much? 30 minutes. Let's assume. Okay, if I give more hardware team, it will take only 15 minutes. See, I can take advantage team here. I can provide more hardware to my database at the time of deployment, before deployment. So I can finish the deployment within 15 minutes. See, you can take advantage, scale up and scale down. Not only scale down to save the cost. This time is so you are saving the downtime, right? That's most important than the cost. See, you can do. Huh? Do you know, guys? Flipkart, Amazon. They start some big billion days, right? Before big billion day, I mean that hour. Suppose they are starting big billion day at 12 a.m. Huh? So they are starting at 12 a.m. team. Before 12 a.m., what they will do, team? Maybe 11 p.m. that time what you will do. So they will increase the hardware team. They will increase hardware so that more users will connect right at 12 a.m. after because a lot of offers. Yes or no? So they will give more hardware team so that it will handle the load. Otherwise, what will happen to him? Server will be down because of more users. Huh? Once big billion days are over, they are gradually decrease the hardware team. So that way people can manage the hardware in PaaS model. It's not possible in IaaS model in on-premise team. You cannot see if you want to increase the hardware in on-premise or IaaS model, you have to take a downtime. You have to restart the VM. But that is without taking downtime. It is possible to scale up and scale down. That is only possible in this model team PaaS model. So any questions team till now? No? Okay, good. So Next thing, so we created a server yesterday, right? We created a server and we can keep the databases also, number of databases. So let me create one more database team here. Okay. So team, my advice is whenever you are creating a database, what you need to do? Huh? So let me stop this query team. This query is still running. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. Okay. So team, my advice is, suppose team, if I don't mention this one, okay, suppose if I don't mention this one team, let me create this database. What will happen team? Okay. So this database by default, by default, that will be created in where? Huh? That will be created in general purpose team by default. See, general purpose is expensive, I told you, right? In the calculator team, so if you see in general purpose, say 368 US dollars. Suppose if we keep it in DTU model and basic, basic, right? See, only $5. So that's why team, I always suggest while creating a database for practicing purpose, okay, keep always in basic so that they don't charge us much. Okay, so if you start keeping the database in general purpose team, they charge more amount. Say how much amount? 368 US dollars. Okay, yeah. See, I created without mentioning, right? So, huh? Let's see where this database has created. Let's see. Refresh. Just go back. Click on databases. Refresh. It would take some time, team, to reflect. See, team. I created DB1, right? See where it is created, general purpose, expensive. So what you can do, if you like mistakenly created also, what you can do, change the pricing type. Okay, see how I am changing the pricing type. So I don't want to general purpose team because it is expensive. Huh? I want to keep it in DTU model. See basic, apply. See, I am changing from the general purpose to DTU model. Huh? What is zone redundant and all, we'll discuss team. Don't worry about that. Okay, say scaling in progress. Hmm? Yeah, so team, yeah, so we have like see, once the server is ready, what is the next step team? We have to give the access to the other people, right? So that topic we are discussing now. Okay, so security topic we are discussing now. Huh? So one server is ready, we have to give some roles. Huh? DBA team full access, application team read only access. Huh? Non-production we can give like a reader, writer. You know, right? Like how your organization, how your project is. Creating the same way we have to do in Azure SQLDBA also. Hmm? So let's discuss about that topic. So team, here we don't have Windows, right? Huh? See, that's why we have SQL authentication and Active Directory authentication. Huh? Active Directory authentication, you can use any one of these three. Okay. So here you need to give your business email ID to log in. Huh? So team, here let's discuss about the security team. So security, yeah. So team, here also we have two authentication, SQL authentication and Active Directory authentication. SQL authentication means username password. Active Directory authentication means business email ID. So do we have any server level roles? No. Okay. In Azure SQL DB, we don't have server level roles. Huh? So server level roles are possible only in on-premise managed instance IaaS because these three are instance level. So here databases are like individual, right? That's why not possible to give server level role. There is no server level role. You can give DB level roles. What DB level roles we have? DB reader, writer, DDL admin, DB owner. You know, so such roles we have. like on-premise. On-premise, we have these roles, right? The same roles you can give here also. Okay, database. And master database, there are two roles, login manager and DB manager, introduced by Microsoft. These two roles are DB level roles only for master database, which is almost equal to sysadmin role. These two roles only for DBA people. Okay, database admin. Huh? Yeah. So team, whenever you are creating uh, a user, let me show you team. Here is a server, right? And see, you can create a login team. Without login also, you can create directly user. Huh? So team, see, let me show you in the DB1 database. Huh? See, without login, I am able to create a user team because these databases are contained databases. Without login also, you can create a user. See, create. Don't need to remember these commands team. So we have document. In the document, we have already these syntaxes and all. Okay. So how to create a user like this. Hmm? So see create user Raj. Okay. It's case sensitive. Hmm? So sorry. Create Raj with password equals to something we can give. Okay. So welcome at the rate 1234. So create. See, without login, I have created a user. See, this is called SQL authentication team, right? SQL authentication. Right? So we are giving the username password. SQL authentication. How to give the role? Huh? EXEC. As of now, we don't have UI team. So see, can I create a user? Huh? Can I create a user in UI? See, let's see, new user. See, I cannot. Okay, so you have to create users through command only team. Huh? See, so I created a user RAS and I gave the permission of TB reader. Okay, now RAS can able to connect to the server. Huh? Say Raj with password welcome at the rate 1234. Huh? Can I able to connect to this server team? Any guesses? I cannot able to connect to the server team because see I created this user in where DBA1 database, not in master, right? Huh? But see when you are connecting through management studio, which database you are connecting? Master database. Okay, see that's why it will throw an error. See, so if you mention DB1 database, then you can able to connect. See, I am able to connect. Okay, so team, that's why team, if you are creating a user, to avoid that previous error, you have to create that user in master database also. Okay, so in master database, you have to keep all users. Okay, in master database, just create a user, and user database is what you can do, create a user and give the role, whatever the role, whoever wants. So here you can give what role? Say DB reader, writer, DDL admin, you can give. Okay, see DB reader, writer, DDL admin, DB owner, any role you can give. Hmm. So you can see all the users here. Okay. RAS we created. See other database, we don't have RAS. RAS cannot able to connect to this database. So if you want to connect to this database, you can create a RAS user in this database also. This is called SQL authentication. What about Active Directory authentication? Active Directory authentication, same thing. A kind of. So for Active Directory authentication, we don't provide any password, right? Okay. So here ras@tcs.com. Okay. But it is showing some error here, right? What you can do, you can cover that entire with braces. Okay. See, create user from external provider. This is the command you have to give. When you give this command team, so this user is whether it is existed in the Active Directory or not, it will check it. If this user is in Active Directory, then you are able to create this user. Okay. So after creation of user, you can give the role. Okay. So this is the user. It will check whether that user in the Active Directory or not. Where is Active Directory? In the portal only. See here in the portal. So Azure Active Directory team, Azure Active Directory, but Microsoft recently changed that name. Huh? We don't know the reasons why Microsoft changed that one. Say Microsoft Intra ID. They changed it to Microsoft Intra ID. Earlier, the name it was Azure Active Directory. Huh? So here, so all your company people, all your project people here will be maintained. So team, in real time, okay, nowadays, so one Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, AD, one Active Directory for all, uh, for your Outlook, for your Teams, for your Skype, for server SQL Server access, only one Active Directory. Okay, here will be created users. Okay, suppose you join to my company, our company, so here people will create a user. I don't have a permission to create a user here, but in general, so here people will create the user like this. Okay, so your name, first name, last name, who is your manager, say that and all, job title, you are belong to any group, huh? You are a DBA guy, DB group. If you are a application guy, application group, they will add. Okay, so here Active Directory will be maintained. But who will create the users in Active Directory? We are not. We are DBA guys. We are the admins for the databases. We are not admins for the Active Directory team. Okay, so we are just part of the portal. We are not sole admins for the portal. We are not. So users and all will be created by Azure admins or DevOps team maybe. Okay, so yeah. People who are in the Active Directory, you can give access to your databases like this and give the role. Okay, team. See here, we are giving individual users. Can't I give group email ID? You can also give group email ID. Huh? So DBA group you can give. What are all the like group email ID? You can mention that group email ID. Okay. So people who are in that group, everyone, huh, they get the access. So that's easy. One time, right? So people who leave the company, I mean admins, they will remove from that Active Directory from that group. They lose the automatic access to the servers. Okay. If anybody joins to the like company or project, they definitely added to that group, right? So it's a group, application group or something. uh, they will get the access automatically. That's how people will maintain the group email IDs. Group email IDs are easy to. There are 100 people. 100 people, how we gonna maintain the users creation and all? It's tough for us, right? So just ask like your manager or somebody, ask the like group email IDs if they are having all people. Just add their group email ID. Okay, instead of giving individual, it's headache for us really. Okay, just give group email ID. All they can get the access. They can log in with their own email IDs after giving group access. Any questions, team? No questions? Okay, so that's how people will provide the access to. Huh? So if it is a DBA guy, so DBA guys, they can give these roles. Huh? So what role? Uh, Say login manager and DB manager. DB manager means the guy who is having this role for master database, he can able to create a database, drop the database. Login manager means create a user, alter user, drop user, assign the role. Such kind of permissions they get it. Okay, it's simple, huh? Simple team. And if you want to check tomorrow, like which user having what permissions, you can use this query. This is an on-premise SQL Server query. You can use it for any model. This is the query. You can use it for any model. This helps you which user is having what role in the AB level. It will give you. Okay, sir. Yeah. Any questions, Steve? Hmm?
I have a question. Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So if we add Active Directory in Azure,
Hmm.
does it automatically will connect here in the SSMS, or we have to give extra permission here as well?
Nothing. So from see, management side, nothing. Hmm? So in real time, okay, in real time, see, this is a server, right? Huh? So can you see here Microsoft Intra admin?
Mhm.
Okay. So here people will give like see we are a DBA guys. So DBA group email ID will be assigned. Okay. So DBA group email ID will assign so that only our DBA team only can able to have access, full access to this server. You need to do only this thing. You don't need to do nothing. Okay, it access automatically. It will, it will access automatically Azure Active Directory. Hmm?
No, I'm asking like if we add any users to here, like with the Active Directory account,
Hmm.
does that user will get automatically connect with the SSMS as well?
No, no, they don't get until you give like this. Hmm?
Oh,
So
okay.
you have to give like this. Then only they will get.
So you have to give permission both ways.
Yeah. See, that's a Active Directory. Say right. See, I have a Windows machine thing. Let me tell you in different way. See, I have a Windows machine. This is in Windows machine. I have a SQL Server. Huh? See, Windows level, like we have a Active Directory, right? In Windows level, like
Okay,
thousand
same
people are
like
there.
on
Thousand people
premises,
can
right? Okay.
on premise. See, thousand people cannot able to connect SQL Server, right?
Hmm. Yes.
We ever give SQL level, those people only can able to connect to SQL Server. But all these thousand people are in within Windows. They can only log into Windows, not SQL Server inside. Same here also. Like portal is a kind of a big Windows. Okay, portal is a kind of a big Windows. Under that, you will have a server. If they want to connect to through management studio through server, they should be here. See, only Raj can able to connect. No other Active Directory users. Even see, only Raj can able to connect. Huh? That's in on-premise also, right? Huh? In on-premise also, like whoever having the logins, those people only can able to connect. Okay, so this separately we have to provide. Those people only can able to connect. Even application side also. In the portal, there are thousand people in the portal. All people can't get application access, right? People who added to that application, those people only can get that access. Whom you can add in the application? People who are in that Active Directory group. Who are in the Active Directory? People who are working for that project. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions, Dave? Hmm? No, right? It's easy. Hmm? Giving the access and all, it's easy. Yeah. Okay. So, team, next topic, let's discuss about backup retention. Okay. It's very easy. Backup retention, team. Yeah. So, team, who takes the backup in Azure SQL DB? So, team, in Azure SQL DB, Microsoft only, they are taking the backups, team. Huh? What kind of backups they are take? Default backups. Default backups means full backup, differential, log backup. Point in time backups they are taking care. Even long-term backups also you can set it up. Long-term is like I want to maintain 6 months backups. I want to maintain 1 year backup. I want to maintain 10 years backup. Weekly one full backup I want to maintain. Safe side. Copy only full backup. Like we guys are maintaining in on-premise, right? Long-term backups also. Huh? So you can maintain the default. So default backups who are maintaining? Microsoft. By default they are maintaining. 1 second. And, on. So team, where are we? Yeah, backups. Uh, Let me back to see. If you keep it in basic team, 7 days they only taking care of the backup state. Okay, Microsoft only taking care of the backup state. See here in the dev server. So this server. Yeah, let's click on directly databases. See, this is the database team, test2db. This is the database yesterday we created, right? So Microsoft only taking care of the backups, like full backup weekly ones, differential backup every 3-4 hours, and log backup every 3-4 minutes. Log backup. If you do more frequently, more transactions, more frequently, the log backup will be triggered in the background. Huh? That's how the backups are automated in the background. Huh? So if you want to restore the backups, here you have. Where they are keeping the backups, we cannot see. Okay, we cannot see those backups there. Huh? So, but you can restore here. See, point in time. Huh? You can keep the date and time. Okay, so you can give date and time. Huh? So now 8:26, right? That means 2:56 p.m. UTC. So always the timing here is in UTC time. Just convert I want 8 p.m. So you can convert this one to 8 p.m. and keep and restore it 8 p.m. backup. Okay. So yeah. So you can go back like this thing. So team, this is the browser not reflected team. So we have a backup from 24th to 25th team. These dates will be gray out after some time. Okay, so because this database just yesterday only created, so if it is created very long back, so we would have the backups from 19th to 25th. Suppose if I keep it in 18th team, will it take it? See, you are getting an error. See, because that time we didn't have this database. See, now it's gray out. So now let's see, 25th if I choose. Uh, okay, so 25th, 24th also, I don't know why it is not showing. Maybe these timings we do not have 24th. Maybe if we change the date, then it would show here. Okay, so yesterday we created this database. So so team like that. Okay, we can choose the dates like this. Date and time you can give and restore with the different name. You cannot overwrite the database name. You always restore with the different database name in the same server. See, same server only you can able to restore backup. So point in time, it is possible with date and time. Any questions here? Hmm? Once you restore, if you want to rename the databases, you can rename. See, rename is possible too. For your databases, rename is possible. You can rename it. So these are like DB1. So wave2. Wave2 means rename. So remove 2. See, I am renaming the database. DB2 I am changing. You can rename the database, but you cannot overwrite the database. You cannot overwrite the database. Okay. Yeah. Any questions here? No? Okay. So, what I am saying then, they are taking the backups. Okay. So you can restore those backups. Hmm? You can restore those backups within the same server. So how many days they are keeping? How many days team? So minimum, say here. Hmm? So maximum 35 days. Minimum day, minimum 1 day. 1 day to 35 days. See, these 7 days you can increase if you want to, but you have to pay extra money. Huh? So maximum point in time 35 days take. Minimum 1 day. 1 day minimum you have to keep. Even non-production also you have to keep minimum 1 day. Hmm? So way to change this 7 days retention. So here, huh? So we have to go to the server level. Okay. So we are in the database name, right? So just click on the server. See, in the server level, we have the option. Where is the option name? So backups. See backups. Huh? So see retention policies. By default, they are taking 7 days because both databases are in basic. I want to increase this 7 days to some 35 days. Yeah, you can increase it. Just both are any single also you can increase. See, configure policies. See, point in time restore. Here you can keep 35 days. Okay, 35 days you can keep it in. See, in basic team, like so this like subscription I cannot able to change it in. It's a kind of free subscription. You cannot change it in. If you want, you can decrease it, but you cannot increase here. Hmm? Yeah, that's fine. Hmm. Yeah, so 35 days max you can keep. Minimum 1 day. Okay. See, long-term backups. Long-term backups, they are not taking care of. They are not taking. Long-term backups means what? Copy only full backup. Huh? So if you want to maintain long-term backups, you can maintain. See, like weekly one full backup you want to maintain. Huh? 50 weeks you can maintain. 50 weeks means 1 year. Suppose I want to maintain 1 year backups. Weekly one. Say if I configure now apply, so every week 8:31 p.m. it takes the full backup and keep it in long-term backups. Okay, every week. So 25th next week, 3rd, 10th, 17th, every week only on Sundays 8:31 p.m. it takes that full backup and keep it in the side like 1 year, 50 weeks. Okay, so like that also you can configure the long-term backups. Okay. Yeah. Why you need long-term backups? People may need it. We don't know, right? Reasons. Huh? We may need some editing purpose and all. Huh? So how to restore long-term backups? Sir? Huh? So here you can configure what? What backups we can configure? So default backups you can change. On long-term backups by default they are not taking care. But if you want, you can configure. They starts taking. Okay. So where you can restore those long-term backups? Same. So go to the database. See here, click on restore. So this is point in time. Change it to long-term. So here it will show all the full backups. 1 year full backups here it will show. Database name underscore, full underscore, date time it will show. Okay. By seeing the name, you can identify which month, which week. Huh? So all full backups here it will show. You can restore any one of. This is not point in time, right? This is a weekly one full backup. Okay, you cannot do point in time long-term backups. Okay, so what I'm saying then, so here in Azure SQLDBA, you can take default backups. You can take maximum 35 days, minimum 1 day. Long-term backups, 10 years also you can keep. You can take 10 years. Okay, so Azure SQL DB team. So both default backups and long-term backups maintained by Microsoft only. You cannot take the backup. You cannot perform the back. Hey, how are you gonna take the backup team? When Microsoft is taking the backups, full differential and log backup, how are you gonna take the backup? You cannot. LSNs will mismatch, right? Yes or no? Yes, you cannot perform the backup team. Hmm? See, something goes wrong, that's fine. You can go and restore it back. Go and give point in time. Suppose at 9 p.m. I want to start some activity. See, we guys, before starting any activity, what we guys will do? Huh? We take the backup, right? See, here you don't need to take the backup. If you want to start some activity at 9 p.m., you can start it. Something goes wrong, you can restore 9 p.m. backup now. Yes or no? Why you need to take the backup? They are taking always. Huh? Yeah. So that's about the backups team, point in time and long-term backups. For MI team, managed instance, Microsoft only taking default backups. Long-term backups also they are taking care of team. It's updated. Okay. Previously, so only we guys only taking care. So we can take the backup team. For MI, copy only full backups you can take. Why copy only? Because they are taking the backups, right? So here copy only full backups only you can take it. It is possible. So long-term backups team, if you want, you can take copy only full backups. You can set it up the jobs through SQL agent, or you can give that responsibility to Microsoft also. Microsoft same how you set it up long-term backups for MI. For Azure SQLDB, how you set it up the same way you can set it up for MI also. Huh? But for VM we need to take the backups team. Hmm? So yeah, because it's our fully our under control. Only infrastructure they are maintaining. Okay. So remaining operations we only need to take care. Huh? So team Azure SQL DB. What is the see this database? What is recovery model? Which recovery model these databases are in Azure SQL DB? Full recovery model. Always full recovery model. You cannot change the recovery model. If you change the recovery model, how they take the backup date? Huh? So you cannot change the recovery model here. So always the recovery model is full. Okay. See, you can easily guess it. Huh? So yeah, that's why fundamentals are most important in. Like if you want, you can take book and pen, note it down all important points in, so that your own notes help you a lot tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's about the long-term backups and point-in-time backups. Now let's discuss on refreshing databases. Refresh is nothing but restore of database name. Okay. So refresh is nothing but refresh is a Oracle word. Restore is a SQL Server word. Okay. Restoring non-production with production. See, I want to bring this database here. Huh? So this database I want to bring into some other server. How? It's very simple. Okay, it's very simple team. See in the portal also you can do, or through command also you can do team. Hmm? So for that we should have two servers, right? So team, let me connect to this server. So my plan is team, I want to bring one of the database to here. How? Hmm? So team, I connected to this server team. So this server like we don't have any database. I told you, right? Currently we don't have any databases on this server. So this server is completely free, no charge. No, Microsoft is doesn't charge any amount to this server team. Okay, because no databases. Huh? So team, I am creating a database here. Create. I am not creating a database team. First, let me write create database. Okay, DBA database. If I run this, If I run this, what will happen team? This database will be created in this server with empty database. I don't want empty database team. I want to bring this database to here. Huh? Like, so you can give some name, test2db, test2db. Create database name as copy of which server, sir? Dev server. Dev server 098 dot, okay? Which database? Test2db. Okay? You can restore the database like this in another server. How simple it is, team. You don't need to take the backup. You don't need to copy. You know, see, very simple here to restore the database. How to monitor the database to restoring. So, team. So yesterday I have shared two links, right? So one link is a material team. So in the material, you can check all the documents. The same documents only I am referring to. So you can search with the restore command. So how to restore a database in Azure SQL DB using this command. While restoring, you can keep any pricing model also. So how to check the restore progress using these commands. Okay. So let's check it. You can check sp underscore wo2 also team. So if you are a DBA guy means we know what is SP underscore O2. I don't need to tell, right? So this will give all the commands, all the sessions which is running on the SQL server. See, all are from my desktop. I mean my server name. Hmm? So no restoration is under progress. Huh? So let me start the restore. Start it. Okay. So I'm restoring a database name from this server to dev server. Who can run this command? Admin people. Admin people means like DBA guys. People who have access for the both the servers. See, dev server and see both the servers you should have access. Then only you can able to restore it. Okay, you should have permissions, full permissions on the both server. Then only you can able to restore. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, copying. This database is copying. Okay, you have to wait. This database state description online. Hmm? You have to wait till that time. Okay, see it's still. But here it is completed. See, 1 minute it is completed team, but still it is showing copying. So team. So here command is completed team. It's not restoration is done. Okay, command is completed. So when restoration is completed, when this become online, then you can use the database. See, in the server. So test DB is still in the under progress team. It won't show as copying, restoring. It won't show that. Huh? So once this is online team, so when it is online, say now this is online, now you can use this database. So like that, you can restore the database from one server to another server easily. Okay, even both the servers are in different resource group, different subscription, even different subscription with same active directory, you can able to restore. Huh? Different region also you can restore same command. See, I don't want to do with command, I want to do through UI. Huh? See, in the portal we have a option. See, we have a server. Just open a database. So here, restore button, right? Restore means backup database, restore. Yes. Beside, we have a copy option. Copy option means it will copy the database from one server to another server. Okay. See the icon. Backups you can restore here, but here, duplication of data, you can make it in another server. Copy. See, click on copy. So same database, you can restore in, say, another server with a different name or any name. Okay, see while restoring see whenever you are creating a database team, this is a storage redundancy it will show. Whenever you are creating a database team, by default that is in geo redundant storage. That means they are taking the backups, right? They take the backup not only east to west. These databases are in east to west. Not only in east to west, they will keep it in other region also. Safe side the backups, where they are keeping the backups team, two regions. If you keep this option name, they only keep it in east to west. If we keep this one team, zone redundant, they will keep in the same region but a different room kind of. Okay. So geo redundant means like a different region also they will keep the backup team. Something, some fire accident, some some earthquake happened on the east US. You will have a they already saved your backups in some other region team in the background. From there they will collect it. Okay. Yeah. So that's why backups purpose. This is the default option. Hmm? Yeah. Any questions, Steve? Huh? So for all your databases team, where they are keeping geo-redundant. Geo-redundant means same region and other region also they will keep in the background. Okay. See this database also geo-redundant storage in the background. Hmm? Yeah. So I am done, team. Hmm? Any questions, team? The backups are easy here. Huh? So yeah. So we discussed about the backup and restore, how you are restoring the point in time backups, long term backups, and restoring a database from one server to another server. We discussed it till now. Okay. So the last option in the backup is can you delete the see? Can you restore the deleted databases, sir? It's a strange, right? Okay. See, in on-premise, this is my on-premise SQL server. If I delete this database, can I able to restore it? Once you delete the database, you cannot able to restore, sir. If you have a backup, then you can able to restore. That's a different story. Without backup, you cannot able to restore in on-premise. Right? In on-premise, you cannot. Huh? But in Azure SQL DB, it is possible. How that is possible in Azure SQL DB? Let me tell you. Huh? Simple example, let me tell you. See, team, I have a one file here. If I delete this file, team, okay? If I delete this file, can I able to recover it or not? Hmm? Suppose here I have a delete option. Hmm? So here, see, delete option. If I delete this file, can I able to recover it or not? I can able to recover. How? From recycle bin. Right. From recycle bin, I can recover. Here also, team, if you delete any database from any server, either from the portal or from the management studio, if you delete any database, you can able to recover it. From where? See, in the server level, we have a deleted databases. Okay. See, these databases yesterday deleted, I think, yeah, yesterday. See, these deleted databases are stored here. Okay, you can recover it back. See, click on restore it back. Review and create. Yesterday, 3:44 p.m. I have dropped this database system. Yesterday. Okay, so see, deleted databases also you can recover it back. But how many days these databases stored here? Deleted databases. How many days? It all depend on the pricing time. Uh, Suppose if you deleted the basic database, 7 days kept by default. Suppose basic backups you kept in 35 days. So 35 days it stayed. Maximum 35 days. Minimum 1 day. Huh? Yeah. So see what you can do, sir, to save the cost. Non-production databases. Every Friday you can drop all your non-production databases. Huh? Suppose this is a non-production database. Huh? So Friday you can drop all these databases. And Monday morning you can restore these databases again. So Saturday, Sunday, we are not keeping any databases in the server. And you are saving the money. See, like that also you can follow. Huh? I mean, if you want to save the cost, you can implement such kind of solutions also to save the cost. Okay. So if you don't want to such risk, leave it. Okay. Yes or no? Huh? If company is really taking care of you, you can take care of them by saving this kind of money and all, by following. If they are not, you don't tell these kind of tips and tricks also. Don't tell to them. Hmm? Yeah. So any questions, team here? No? Okay. So team, I don't know why you guys are not asking questions. Huh? Maybe you guys are like experienced guys. Maybe that's why not asking questions. Yeah, that's fine. So team, that's how we're gonna maintain the backups and all team in real time in Azure SQL team. Huh? So next week we will discuss on remaining topics. Okay. So we have what is elastic databases, what is external table, that and all we will discuss team. Hmm? Yeah. So that's it team for the day. Okay. If you have any questions, you can
Raj,
ask me.
how many
Hmm.
database we can create in one server?
Yeah, that's a good question. So how many databases we can create in on-premise? Same question I'm asking you. Hmm. Tell me. So in on-premise, I think we can create 5,000 databases in one server. Here also we can create 5,000 databases.
Okay.
Okay. So 5,000 databases you can create. So that you can check it in Microsoft document. Hmm. We also, so team, I also gave you like interview questions and answers. Maybe you guys didn't check the the links what I have shared to you, but uh, I have given interview questions and answers also. This is the one document. Okay, here you can check it. All the interview questions and answers you can check it. So here might be, see how many databases you can create per server, 5,000 databases. Okay, yeah. Okay, so team, any questions? Hmm? Don't hesitate to ask the questions, team, because uh, how are you gonna say? You guys paid the money, right? Okay, it's a paid, paid, what? Paid training. So you have a right to ask any questions. So yeah, comes with the questions, team. So for me also interesting. Yeah. So team, so next week prepare well, team. Before starting the new topic, I will ask the questions, team. That's how I will proceed. Okay. Yeah. So thank you, team. Thanks for joining. So team, like if you want to delete the resources, whatever you have created, team, see what you can do. Just come here and delete. See, in dev only I have created all these things, right? uh, in dev resource group. See, I will delete a dev resource group team so that inside whatever all there automatically deleted. See, I am deleting dev. Simple. Dev. Okay. So what all I have created, everything will be deleted. See, no charge at all. Even though suppose it's a paid subscription, if you deleted everything, there is no charge. I also have a paid subscription. Team, I also have a paid subscription. So whenever this free subscription doesn't work, I will use the paid subscription. How much they charge per month? Even not even $1 also they are not charging. I am not using, right. If I am using, then they charge us. If I am not using, how they charge? They cannot. Okay. So always team, based on the usage only, you will get a billing at the end of the month. Paid subscription I am talking about. Free subscription anyway, it's a free. Huh? So if you use it or not, 1 month free, 1 month they will give $250. That $250 you can use within a month. If you are not using, that will be expired end of the month. Okay, yeah. So that's it,
What is
team.
your
Okay.
SSMS version?
So see you next week. Sorry,
Raj, what is your SSMS version?
SSMS version. I suggest you download the latest version.
Okay,
Okay. So SSMS latest version. So yeah, you can use the latest version like 2019. Okay, 19 fine. After that, any version is also fine. So yeah, you can download latest. Latest version is 19.3 now. I think release date January. Or older versions also you can use, but not like very old 2012, 2008. No. Okay. So because it won't
I
show
have
features.
18 version, so that will be work, right?
You can install one more management studio.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
You
Thank you.
can maintain multiple management studios also. Okay. I think I have some one or two management some I have two management studios, I think. SSMS, right? SSMS. See, this is the old one, I think. This is a new one. Two management studios I have. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, team. Have a nice day. Thank you. See you next week. If you have any questions, just ping me in WhatsApp, team. Okay. Yeah. Bye, team. I will upload today's recording. Okay. Yeah, you can watch it again if you want.